What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the recording. You're going to love this video. You want to leave a like on it if you haven't yet. Make sure you subscribe down below because there is new news about Bud Light, including an emergency meeting held between executives and new sales reports that show a plunge of up to 50% in sales in many areas as this boycott just continues to happen, be effective, because all of you are out there doing it. And if we look at, the precious stock, it's taken a pretty steep plunge yesterday as now sales reports are coming out and investors are reacting potentially. It's all great, and it's because of you. And this is just such a cautionary tale for companies who would ever willingly alienate their customers. They're just making a mistake, and then there's like calling them outdated, and this is all about keeping the pressure up. So make sure you leave a like on this video and you share it on Twitter or Facebook, because we're coming up on another weekend, friends, which means it's springtime here in the Midwest. People will be grilling. You see any Bud Light, you let them know exactly what their money's going to support. And I know everyone's getting sick of it, so I'll make it really short. I just want to remind everyone of our Mother's Day gift boxes, promo code MOM. We roast and fulfill all of this stuff our own. This is not some drop shipping stuff. Coffee Brand Coffee is my company. We've been around for a long time. We have nearly 30,000 customers. We have thousands of reviews with an average review score of 4.8 out of 5. These gift boxes sell out every year. We've got this standard gift box, which is awesome. And then we have the favorite kid edition, which is awesomer. Or if you know what mom likes to drink in terms of coffee, whether it's flavored or unflavored, or you want to pick your own, build your own, we've got a builder here where you can pick the stuff to build your own box, customize it. Maybe she doesn't like coffee. She wants to do tea. We've got 15 different organic teas. We've got real cacao cocos. We've got premium candied snacks. We just rolled this out. They're only available in gift boxes. Promo code MOM. Make sure you get it today so you have it plenty of time. Comes in a nice shiny box so you don't even have to wrap it. Now, into the story. Anheuser-Busch execs hold closed-door meeting with beer distributors and told them any marketing will be heavily screened before it goes public going forward. Anheuser-Busch execs have promised beer distributors that going forward, marketing will be heavily screened following the backlash over their last hire. Bosses held a closed-door meeting with distributors in Washington, D.C. this week where they laid out future plans and promised to, quote, spend heavily on Bud Light to salvage its public image, according to reports. Benj Steinman, editor of Beer Marketers Insights, said that spending on the brand fell off a cliff last year, but Anheuser-Busch execs are promising to rectify the situation, New York Post reported. Bud Light sales have fallen dramatically since Dylan Mulvaney's integration on April 1st, but a fresh marketing push is set to begin this week. So stay ready, friends. Until we get an apology and an acknowledgement of why they're apologizing, the boycott should stand. They want you to forget about it. They want you to move on. The company is expected to have a big push during the NFL draft in a bid to revive the brand in the coming days. Well, the draft started last night. I didn't see any of that. On top of the marketing blitz, executives working for Bud Light will also go through a more rigorous screening process, according to Northeast-based beer distributor who spoke to the New York Post. There would be an improved screening process before any marketing hits the public. Executives will have to go through a more rigorous screening process, Bud Light execs said during a Zoom call earlier this month. Well, that's only half of it, isn't it, Bud? Because also remember, they spent plenty of time calling their customers or their brand fratty and out of touch, which, translates to them saying that, about their customers. Between early to mid-April, Beer Business Daily, however, has assessed that Anheuser-Busch fallout from the Mulvaney drama is, quote, immaterial to the company's global financial performance, but has rebounded to its previous quite lofty heights, the trade publication said. However, that's simply not true because, again, you've got all these weird shills that are saying this, but look at this. Bud Light has long been America's best-selling beer, but its sales are down 2% so far this year. It's part of a long-running decline. Those declines accelerated rapidly in April. The week ending April 15th, Bud Light sales dropped 17% compared to the same week a year ago. Meanwhile, rival Miller Lite and Coors Light both saw their sales jump more than 17%. I mean, hello, McFly. Obviously, they're moving over, right? Like, they're changing their product. 3 days after the post, we all know all the fallout. Now, if you look at this. This is from this morning or late last night. Bud Light sales plunged 50% at tri-state area grocery chain Stu Leonard's over the ads. Now, again, you obviously have all the tap product, which restaurants and bars and that. But I would suspect that the picking up a 12-pack of this stuff market is just as big, maybe bigger. The tri-state area grocery store Stu Leonard's has seen demand for Bud Light plunge dramatically over the beer brand's tie-up with Dylan. The regional supermarket chain said its 8 stores in Westchester County, Long Island, Connecticut, and New Jersey have seen the sales drop by 50%. I mean, they keep coming out there and saying, oh, well, this is immaterial. It's immaterial. Really? It sure doesn't look like that. Meanwhile, Coors Light sales have jumped in equal measure, 50%. So people are literally making the switch. In the past 2 weeks, according to Andrew Hollis, Stu Leonard's director of grocery, since the publicity over the issue, we've seen Coors Light outselling Bud Light for the very first time, Hollis told the Post. As a result, Hollis is purchasing more Coors beers and less Bud Light, he told the Post. We order what we need on a weekly basis, and I've been cutting back on Bud Light orders, he added. Historically, Stu Leonard's sold about 20,000 Bud Light 6-packs a year, compared with 15,000 Coors Light, he added. 6-packs, not a lot of people buy a lot of 6-packs, I guess, if you're going somewhere or whatever. Quote, I'm stunned by how widespread the impact has been felt, said Beer Marketers Insights editor Ben Steinman. If there's a 21% nationwide, that tells you that the hit is not just red and rural, saying that it's not just, conservatives and bigots in the country, that kind of stuff. So it's actual real customers. Well, conservatives are real customers too, but you get what I'm saying. It's not just conservatives. And now, in a desperate attempt, Bud Light is spending heavily on a marketing blitz after the disaster. Again, all of this completely destroys the rhetoric or the notion that it's immaterial, right? It's like these, you could almost tell which outlets are leftist shills, ones that support this pushing of this kind of stuff, because it's like, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. Look at the stock. The stock's doing fine. Yeah, what did I always say since I've always been reporting on this? What have I said since Jump Street, right? It's going to take a while for the actual sales numbers to get out there for people to see and to react to, because there's always trailing reporting, right? People had Bud Light in their fridge. Most people aren't trying to get social media clout and go, blow up the cans or something like that for video. But some people, sure. But it's going to take a while. So people run out of their Bud Light, and next time they buy beer, they reach for it, and they're like, 365 days of womanhood or anything else. Look, Miller Lite and Coors are both equally woke, but I think that if you spend too much time worrying about the alternative, you're less effective. Go get your Coors, go get your Miller Lite. It's not about picking a non-woke brand. I mean, if you have the time, you should, right? But it's not necessarily about picking a non-woke brand as much as it's about making a statement and telling Bud Light that this isn't happening. So you see, you have a huge increase. On Tuesday, Anheuser-Busch gave wholesalers a letter filled with talking points that was meant to be shared with retail customers to dispel the confusion and misinformation that surrounds the controversy. There was one single can given to a social media influencer, Anheuser-Busch said in the letter, adding, this was not made for production or sale to the public. That doesn't matter, though. People don't, again, it's like, gosh, anybody watching my videos or, you all know, it's like, this is so obvious and so easy. It's like, no, it's not about the can. It was not made so it's like if they had made a production run of it, or if they had given her a bunch of money, given Dylan a bunch of money, it wouldn't have mattered. It's about the principle of it. Quote, Bud Light's official campaign is Easy to drink, easy to enjoy, the letter said. You may have seen our ad during the Super Bowl. So they literally gave their distributors propaganda or talking points. Again, tell me again how this isn't an issue. Tell me again about how we're not having an effect. Tell me again how it's not really, the sales really aren't dropping. Here's another one, quote, our new vice president of Bud Light and all of us at Anheuser-Busch are committed to reminding our customers why Bud Light is a brand that made it the #1 beer in America, the letter added. Bud Light, the biggest beer brand in the United States, has been losing market share for years as Anheuser-Busch has slashed spending on the brand, according to industry experts. Now they're pumping that up. They're going to put out a whole bunch of ads that, again, will fail. Why? Because everything I've been saying all week long, they have not acknowledged their mistake, and they have not apologized for it. They have fired people. They have changed things behind the scene. But I want an acknowledgement that they know why people are mad. And if you look, here's that Budweiser stock. Last 5 days is down 1.25%. If you look at actually late last night, this was at 4:30 p.m. Look at the after hours. Huge plunge from 66.19 all the way down to 64.50. Huge plunge. Now it's crawling back a little bit, but again, if we look at Coors, now the markets, the broader markets seem to have an effect, but oops, look at Coors is up. Coors is up. So yes, we are having an effect. Here's another weekend coming up with an opportunity for you to inform your friends about making a different choice for their beers. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do leave a like on it and subscribe down below. I promise I'll leave you alone about the Mother's Day gift boxes in a few days. I just want to make sure everyone who wants one can get one. If you order early, then you have it. It usually takes about a week to get there. So we want to make sure everyone has it with enough time to gift. So I'll leave the link in the description. Promo code MOM will save 10%. I think you can actually, and by the way, you don't have to get a gift box. You can check out other stuff too. But I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.